Teaching music online. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So we're going to be going over a couple of things that I use to teach online that I find most effective. There are 5 very important things. Number 1, not in any particular order, is you need decent gear. Number 2, you need good online resources. Number 3, you need to pick a video calling platform. Number 4, learn how to handle your money. And number 5, some scheduling tips. So we're gonna go through each of these right now. Hey guys, if you haven't done so yet, please like and sub. It'll help the channel out. It's growing pretty well. Thanks. Okay guys, so first things first, we're gonna go over some decent gear. Number one, we're gonna talk about a microphone. Okay, so I'm using an MXL 770. Okay, I had to look, I forgot what model it was, but it's an MXL 770. It sits right here, right in front of me. Very inexpensive. I don't use it for professional recording, but for voice, teaching online and getting all the details of my instrument and my voice, it's perfect. Number 2, you're gonna need an interface, obviously, that it connects to. Okay, I'm using the Complete Audio 6, and this one's a little bit, a step up, but I do use it for professional recording. You can also use a Scarlett, Focusrite Scarlett. Those are really cool, and I've used them in the past. There's also a Complete Audio, some of the less expensive models. So all of this will be linked in the description if you want to check it out. Number 3, I have a good screen. I actually have 2 screens side by side, and that has helped tremendously. I love it because sometimes I'll have their whole assignments over here and then I have them on this screen. Number 4, okay, we have to have a good webcam. So phones are really good nowadays. I'm recording this whole thing on my phone and it looks crystal clear. It looks superb actually, and I've done lessons on my phone before. But what will separate you from someone else is having a good webcam, because your students want to be able to see you very clear, all the detail, all the time. So get a good webcam. I am using a Logitech, I don't even know what it's called. Carl Zeiss, I don't know. It's a 1080p webcam, great price. So I'll link that down below. And of course, you guys will need good computer monitors. So that means you want to be able to hear your students really well, obviously, right? So using, there's a mosquito. So having a good pair of studio monitors can make a big difference because you could hear the details. The students care when you put that much effort into them. They also like to see what you're working with, the rig that you're working with. So, showing them that you actually invest in this is a huge plus into obtaining more students. And finally, of course, you guys will need a computer. Me personally, I'm a Mac guy. I love Apple, love Steve Jobs. So I have a Mac Mini. They're really great because once a Mac Mini becomes obsolete, then I just swap it out for a new Mac Mini instead of getting like a Mac Pro. You check out some Mac Minis down below in the description. All right, guys, so now our next part is good online resources. Okay, so what I use for that is I use Google Drive, and I store a lot of the music that I've used in the past with past students, and I just put it on Google Drive. So that could be like a really good tab that I found, really good arrangements that I've made, lessons that I've also made as PDFs. You could even store them as guitar profiles, GPX files to be exact. You can store it all on Google Drive. And so what I do is I make a folder for guitar lessons. And when I get a new student, depending on his or her needs, I send them little bits. So if we need work on a specific technique, they're struggling with whatever it may be, alternate picking, I've got a ton of different exercises for that. So I just copy the link and send it right over to them. Okay, it's a really, really great resource. Your students will love it. Trust me, do it. With Google Drive, you automatically start off with 15 gigabytes of drive space. And that's a lot of PDFs. That's a lot of PDFs, a lot of files for free. Okay, so I love Google Drive. Can't say enough good things about it, guys. Check it out. Okay, so what do I use to make video calls to my students? So there's plenty of them, right? We got FaceTime, you got Skype, you got Zoom. Man, I can't even think of any more. Oh, Google Meets, the Duo, all that stuff. So I personally use Skype. It's probably one of the older ones out of all of them, but I found that it's very easy to use. I chat with students right away. I could send them messages. You could send big video files. So if I record myself doing something, it'll send it really easily. I know, like through messaging. So just flat out through like iMessaging or whatever other messaging you have, there's only so many megabytes it could take. But with Skype, it's huge. I've sent pretty big files through Skype before, but nonetheless, it works great, okay? And I love it. Check it out. There's a link down below. Okay, now the hard part, money. So there's different apps, okay? We gotta go through a couple of them. There's PayPal. Actually, there's a lot. There's PayPal, there's Apple Pay. I think there's even like a Google one. There's Venmo, Cash App. Okay, there's quite a few. There's 5 just off the top of my head. I'm sure there's even more. Okay, I personally use Venmo. I like Venmo a lot. I've tried using PayPal in the past, but I think it's charged me before to send and receive money. There's probably a feature now that fixed all that. I didn't use it after that. PayPal is still great. There's still ways to gift money somehow. I don't know. I've paid people like that before, but personally, I love Venmo. Cash App is a close second, but I would say just stick to one. Check Venmo out. The link is down below. And finally, let's talk about scheduling. Okay, scheduling can be very hectic for a teacher. So I use Google Calendar. Google Calendar is super great, super easy to use. You can even color it. And as you can see here on my screen, like different things are colored here, helps me know, and I get notifications, custom notifications. I could get 30 minutes before, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, whatever you want. Okay, and then you could have a reoccurring schedule, reoccurring lesson actually, week by week. So I just put that, and it's super easy to move around. You just click it and then drag it over if I wanted to change some lessons here. So anyways, that is how I schedule everything. Check out Google Calendar. So guys, some final thoughts and tips on teaching online. Make sure that you set up a space that you really like, that you like to be in, because I teach sometimes like 3 hours in a row, 3 lessons in a row, and you want a space where you actually really enjoy it, really warm, really comforting for you, and make it professional, because students like how professional studios look, teaching studios. You don't want to teach them all the time through your iPad or through your phone with the Apple headphones, and there's nothing wrong with them, but you don't want to do that all the time. You want to show your students that you are serious, you've invested money into this, and in turn, the money will come back, okay? Just be patient, make sure you're a good teacher, obviously, know your instrument really well, put up some YouTube videos, and you'll get a lot of students, okay? Invest in your space, okay? And make it quiet. Make it to where, you don't have kids running around or families going by. Make sure that it's your own little space, your own space, and it's going to go great. So that's all I have for this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and sub, help this channel out. It's been growing pretty well, but Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.